Is it that really frustrating as a realtor when you go and show the property when time is crunching and there you standing and trying to find the lockbox because it's not marked properly or there was no proper instructions or photos where it's located and you running around like a chicken. And in front of your clients, you look so stupid, isn't it? Or you have a listing and this agent showed up before their allotted time, knocking on the door or sometime even a storm in the house without any warning to find out the seller is still there and he or she taking a shower. Well, there's a lot of stories like that which we experience every day as a realtor, and this is really, really annoying. So what we can do, let's find out and let's teach other realtors that how to be professional and how these small things can do the ripple effect and sabotage our industry. Welcome to a Real Estate Wisdom podcast with Vish, where we talk about not only real estate, but also talk about professionalism in real estate, what is lacking, where we can improve, and what we can do. So there are, right now it's more than 80,000 realtors. And if I combine all the real estate boards, I believe it's going to be above 100,000. With just like any profession, when you have so many people coming in, industry need to adapt to those. But also what happens is like a lot of realtors who are doing a part-time, they've been not trained properly. Either they join the brokerages which charge less commission or desk fees, and they don't even provide the proper training. But that's not an excuse, because in your mandatory trainings, you always be taught what to do and what not to do. But some of the basic things, not everything can be taught to you. There are things which can be taught and something which you have to learn, and something you have to have those basic etiquette. It's not it's okay. And that's not okay when you're showing it's okay and not showing your professionalism. So, sorry, it's my frustration because it's coming out come from a long time, but last 2 weeks has been super busy for me, doing a lot of showings and also have a listing which is sold recently and experienced complaints from my seller client, people showing up early. So I thought why not just do this podcast and take off some of my frustration and look into that nitty-gritty. So, but before that, I also want to give the massive shout out to all of you Rockstar Agents out there. You know who you are. The ones who show up on time, paperwork pristine, with the smile on your face and professionalism oozing from every pore. You're the real MVPs, making us all good. So keep crushing it. I know I have to give the kudos to those people, which are unfortunately not a lot. Now let's talk about some of the, shall we say, interesting situations we've been seeing lately. So picture this. You are out with clients, excited to show them their potential dream home. You roll up to the property and cue the Jeopardy music. Where's that darn lockbox? Is it playing hide and seek behind the bushes, taking a vacation on the neighbor's porch? I swear, sometimes I feel like I'm on a scavenger hunt. Instead of showing a house, I'm just doing a scavenger hunt. And especially like when you go and show properties in big buildings in downtown Toronto area, there's tons and thousands of lock boxes. Some buildings are pretty organized, and you go to concierge where the lockbox is located, and it's marked properly, so you know where to take keys out from. But in some cases, and this is really frustrating, you go, they put the direction, it's opposite the building, near the bench, third one with the pink ribbon on it, and you're looking, and outside you go and see like there are 8 benches out there. Which bench you talking about? Which street you talking about? And you know how hard it is in Toronto to get the parking first? If you're lucky you get the visitor parking, then it's a different story. But showings are between half an hour, 1 hour, whatever. But in between, like everybody have a tight timing in order to finding the lockbox, and sometimes you don't find the keys in there. That's another frustrating thing. So I'm just sharing my frustration with you. Simple things which you can do. We have a showing system where you can take a picture of your location of your lockbox, give the proper instruction, put the number of the unit, put the card behind, and mention it properly. That's what the person has to do. Simple things which you can do and won't be annoying. Trust me. And if you don't want to do your job properly, maybe hire someone like an admin who can do that things for you. Because these are some basic things. You think it's shortcut, you're taking it and you're not putting there, it's okay. But that can waste so much time of your fellow realtor and also their clients and potential tenant or a buyer for your seller property. So it's just a small thing which you can do. But if you don't do it, that's create a lot of effect. So the other day, I heard one of my realtor friend, Sarah, over in Mississauga, the other day, she spent so long looking for a lockbox, her clients started betting on where it might be. Turns out it was in the mailbox. I mean, come on, folks. Let's make our lockbox locations clearer than a Toronto summer day. All right? So it's frustrating for sure. And oh my God, don't get me started on the paperwork parade. I have seen offers that look like they've been through a paper shredder, in the written one. And also, now it's digital. How you can miss signatures. How you can forget about putting the clause. How you can forget about putting a name incorrect. So pay attention. I know you want to make money, you want to do that, but there's simple things. Look your offer, reread it, make sure all the things are mentioned. And if you're not sure about the property description or whatever they mention over there, like a heat is included or not, or water included or not, what's a locker number, what's a parking number, ask your agent. And the agent, like a listing agents, you should mention those ones. You know what? The other frustrating thing for me is dealing with secret agent. Agents who don't put their direct phone number. Come on. What DNA, what age we are living in? If we make it harder for reach out the other realtor to you, that's really, really frustrating and unprofessional. So make sure, even your office number, they can directly connect you, timely manner. And if I text you or message you, and if you're not replying to it because you're super busy, you're not doing your client a favor. So my request to you, stop doing that. I know every time I get, my number is like a public. I know sometimes I get spam calls, sometimes a lot of spam calls I get. But there's a way of dealing with it. But hiding, not putting your cell number, honestly, you're losing a lot of money, especially in this market where every lead, where every client is important, you have to be out there. You have to provide all your contact information, and you should be checking it regularly so you can respond it on time. So that's my frustration. I'm dealing with this a lot lately, and I thought, why not just go and just rant about it. So you can say that this podcast is really a rant about the nuances, the things which we go through. But also, there's not all doom and gloom. I want to give a special nod to newcomers like Alex from where I met him. I met him in a real estate conference, and recently I dealt with him because he was putting the offer on my listing. This kid only been in the game for 6 months, but he is already making waves with his attention to detail and client-first attitude. He was so immaculate. The other girl in my office, Sarah, she's doing a fantastic job as well. She asked me questions. She was doing the open house, and she asked me all the questions like a detail, as detailed she can be, and she's treating that listing as her own listing and promoting it, marketing it. She is hungry, right? So professionalism, it's not just come with maturity and how long you be in the industry. If you're long in the industry, you should know those things which can annoy people, which can drop things. And funny thing is, a lot of time I've seen also from professional realtors who are in the industry for a long time, and they do the sloppy job. And really, I think how they get into business and how they do their business. I don't know, and they're a good talker, whatever it is, but if you cannot treat your fellow realtors properly, I bet you're not treating your client or your seller, or buyer, or landlord, or tenant properly either. It's more transactional for you. So build those relationships, be kind. And if you don't like other people offer or something, don't get rude. Don't argue. Be gentle. Be kind. Not everybody on the same level as you. And everybody trying to negotiate for sure. I have no problem with people who have a discount their commission or those discounted brokerage. Even you're doing, that's your business model. It's your decision how you deal with your business. My biggest thing is, if you're discounting, your client deserve the same. They deserve professionalism. Your fellow realtors deserve professionalism from you. Because you're making less money, that doesn't mean that you treat your job like unprofessional, unethical way. Okay? Because you made that decision, how you're going to do your business. But it doesn't give you a right to sabotage the industry and giving other realtors a bad name. So, sorry, this is, sorry but no sorry, because somebody need to hear this. Somebody have to look into their own, themselves in the mirror and think what I'm doing, it's all right. The other annoying thing these days also happening is having some racism over there. Because sometimes you deal with some people and you can tell by get-go. They ask the question about your client, okay, where they're from or what their color is, and not the color, basically, ethnicity, and everything is fine, and soon you hear that they get rejected. So anyway, I don't want to blame anyone. It's their own choice, but that's not right. That's not right. We all are equal. We come to this country. We working hard. We making money, and trying to find a place for our family to live in, right? If you have a problem with other things which you can deal with. I know landlords being very cautious these days about who they're going to get into their house. and they're doing due diligence, but don't paint the picture with the same brush for everyone. Look into that. Look in detail. Look into that, who that person is. And honestly, if you're treating your property properly, and if you're a realtor presenting your property properly, and you're taking care of your stuff, I guarantee you the tenant which is coming over there, they're going to take care of your property as well. There's a lot of great people out there, but also there are a few annoying things which happening. That's why I was saying this, we need more professionalism. We need a more training, and brokerages, listen to what the other people giving the feedback. There should be a system where you can get the feedback which goes directly to brokerages, broker managers, so they can see what their realtors are doing. I know you cannot control it because they might jump from one to other brokerage, but that record should go, what their behavior is. They truly deserve to be in this profession? Because people are trusting you with the biggest investment in their life. But you think your loyalty is just towards your client. That's not true. It shows your character. You have to have a good character. You have to have an integrity. You have to have a professionalism. You have to have that hard-working, not giving up attitude. But at the same time, you have to be kind, gentle, being a nice human being. That's what people recognize, and I can guarantee you that you will build those long-term relationships. It goes a long way in the industry, and you don't have to go and keep on hunting for leads and being a transactional, So now I know we are busy with over 79% of us selling fewer than 5 homes last year, and times are tough. But remember, folks, cutting corners isn't the answer. It's like trying to take a shortcut through Toronto traffic. You might think you are saving time, but you probably end up more frustrated and further behind. So, what's a game plan? How about we all make a pact? Let's commit to being the kind of agents we want to work with. Clear communication, on-time arrivals, property marked lockboxes. Please, I'm begging you. Please do that. And paperwork so clean, it sparkles. And for those of you who are already nailing it, keep spreading that professional magic. Take a newbie under your wing. Share your wisdom. After all, a rising tide lifts all boats, even in the choppy waters of the GTA real estate market. Remember, at the end of the day, we are not just selling houses. We are helping people find homes, build futures, and make some of the biggest decisions of their lives. So let's treat that responsibility with the respect it deserves. This is Vish, signing off. Keep it real, keep it professional, and may all your offers be accepted. Catch you on the next episode of Real Estate Wisdom. Bye for now. Disclaimer: the information provided in this podcast is for informational purpose only and should not be considered as financial or investment advice. Consult with your professional before making any real estate decisions.